Hi, and welcome to Evans GP. This is our workshop here in Sepang International Circuit, where we prepare our Formula 4, Formula Regional, and Toyota 86 race cars. We've got a purpose-built workshop here. Each car's got its own race bay, where the mechanics prepare the cars for testing and racing activities. Yeah, each car you can see has got a bay, a screen where the mechanics put their check sheets on. We can monitor it. So this is our Toyota 86 race car, which we primarily use it for driver training. It's a fairly affordable car for drivers coming out of go-karts. They want to learn what it's like to be on a big circuit, manual transmission, rear-wheel drive. So yeah, it's a very raw car, but we find it's quite good for driver training. And then we also invest in tools that help the driver. So onboard camera system, full Motec system for data logging, so we can analyze the driver's braking technique. And also we've got like a pit stop timer, exactly the same as what they use in GT3 endurance races or Lamborghini Super Trofeo. So the drivers can learn all the core skills that are needed for GT driving as well as open wheelers. Learn all that here in a cost-effective way on a proper track like Sepang. And once they're ready, then they can step up to Formula 4 or Lamborghini Super Trofeo. Recently competed in the Merdeka 111 lap race, where they were able to achieve a class win and third outright, which is pretty special race for us, our first endurance race. So our main racing programs at Evans GP are our open wheeler programs. We compete in Formula 4 and Formula Regional. So this year we've entered the Southeast Asian Formula 4 Championship with 4 cars. And we lucky enough to finish first and second in that championship and wrapped up the teams championship. As well as doing the Formula Trophy series in the Middle East, which is held in November, December each year. 3 events, starting in Dubai and having 2 events in Yas Marina, where we also support the final of the Formula 1 World Championship. And we've also been competing in Formula Regional over the years, which includes the Middle East Championship and the Macau Grand Prix, which is held each November. So this is the Tatus Formula 4 car. It's made in Italy, just like all the main championships that run Formula 4. It's the car that's used in Italian F4, Spanish F4, all around Europe. This is the car that the drivers train in. So I think it's really important that we're able to bring the same car that's used in Europe, and there's developing drivers that step up to F3, F2. They all start in this car. So we're bringing like a European style racing to Asia. So it's good for go-karters or drivers in the region that are looking to step up to Europe, but maybe want to get some experience before they make that big jump. So here we have Evans GP's office area, admin, and our professional race simulator room. So this is where young drivers can come to practice in a controlled environment with our engineers and coaches overseeing their driving. And here you'll see we've got some video. So our coaches analyze the video when they're on the simulator, as well as we can analyze the data through the Motec system that we have here. 99% of the time we see the same traits on the simulator that we see on the track. So that's really helpful, because on the simulator we can give like real-time feedback on their driving, and if they need to focus on a certain area, we can just get straight onto the radio while they're still driving and coach them. So just like on our real race cars, we have a data logging system connected to the simulator. So here we can analyze then compare two different drivers, drivers for same driver in different sessions. So we can compare things like RPM, wheel speeds, throttle position, brake pressures, G-force. So yeah, exactly like the real race car. Okay, from our simulator and offices, we come down the hallway towards where some of the real work happens. So in here, this is our shock dyno room. So we come through, here we have, this is where we check the health and the performance of our shock absorbers. So in the past, we've had to send our dampers back to Australia or send them back to Europe to be checked. Now we can do that here. So we have a shock dyno here next to a laptop and screens. Check the health. If there's any issues with them, we can then send them back to Europe or back to Australia to be serviced. Also, we've got a spring tester. We just like to keep on top of things like the springs, obviously the suspension. So through here, yeah, this is our sub-assembly and clean area where we service things like the gearboxes, check over the engines. We also have, press here when we're rebuilding uprights, parts of the gearbox. We've got our 3D printer making some items now at the moment. Yeah, where we rebuild our uprights, drive shafts. If we need to make any small spaces, yeah, we've got a little lathe here just to help with that. Clean area, clean wash, where we wash our parts. Got our storage upstairs, just keeps the downstairs nice and clean, so it's a clean and safe environment for the mechanics to work downstairs. So here we've just our storage, bodywork, suspension parts, engines, gearboxes. We just keep upstairs out of the way. So yeah, this is a small sample of some of the trophies that we've got over the years, some from the UK, some from Asia, some from our sister team, DW Evans GT. Yeah, so the whole point of Evans GP and the facilities that we've built here in Sepang is to really bring a part of Europe back to the Asia region. They can do all that training closer to home because the facilities at Sepang is world class. Even F1 drivers to today wish that they raced in Sepang. So great circuit. What we needed to then do is build a team with the right infrastructure to be able to teach drivers the right techniques, the right attitude, the right skills, so when they do jump to Europe, they're ready. In the future, we see that as a great foundation for young drivers. And on our side as a team, we wanted to build a first-class facility where drivers can train on the simulator in the Toyota 86s. We prepare the cars to a high level, professional workshop, done in a professional way, in a professional environment. And along with that, also staff, mechanics, engineers. It's a great way for them to start in a professional environment, learning the right way. All right, so that's a wrap up of Evans GP. If you like what you saw and you'd like to learn more about what we can do to help you grow your career, please feel free to reach out to us on the contact details provided.